2, because index 0 of do now is the time. Index 1 is the event type, or like the initialization type, and then the rest of the arguments can be variables that we use for specific, mostly for the init system, or mostly for the init events. So do now index, yeah. So right, so I'll use, yeah. So yeah, so okay, initgm is highlighted, and then, so in this section here, every time we're using initgm, we can use it as do now index 2 instead. And we don't have to clear it at the end because we're not actually setting it anymore. Cool, right, so now the other places in the script where we were referencing initgm, we can now go change those to sending in, to like scheduling stuff. So excuse me. Yeah. All right. So for example, when we're in initgm, when instead of saying initgm2, we can say schedule dot append. No, not append. Insert. Because for inits, like they always happen now. They always happen like right now. So we'll say schedule dot insert at index 0. Insert. And this list should never get especially long. Like, actually, no, this list, like, schedule will probably tend to be, like, about 5 items long at any given time. Or no, maybe, no, closer to, like, 7 items long at any given time, because most of the recurring events will be on the schedule at any given time. They'll all only be scheduled once, though, because, like I mentioned, they once they occur, they add themselves back onto the schedule, because they are recurring tasks. So, yeah, so insert, so it's going to be a list. It's going to be, the time is going to be 0, just to make sure. I mean, like, I could use the current time, but, like, no, it needs to be, like using 0 is fine, because 0 will always evaluate to less than whatever the current time is. So, 0, that's, like, I guess that's the conceptual equivalent of saying, I want it done yesterday, except actually it's referring to a time that occurred, I think, like 4 years ago, I think is when the epoch. But anyways, so we're going to call it initgm. So the last term will be what we used to pass in as initgm equals to. We're now passing it in as that second term, or that third term. So now we can get rid of that reference to initgm. I'm going to copy this because the other places where we add initgm are going to be very similar. So right, so we used to do global initgm. Now we can just do global schedule. Yeah, and so when we do initgm, or when we would have been doing initgm, we can replace this to schedule insert initgm. This was 1, I think. I'm pretty sure it said 1. And then initgm -1. Oh yeah, that's a real thing, isn't it? All right. So hold on. Initgm -1. Yeah. All right, save that. And then oh, you're looking into making a game? That is an excellent question. The XR Cooker. There's this cool site that I like it because because there are very many answers to the question that you're asking, of where to start. And the reason I point out this site first is not because I'm disinterested in helping you, but because the answer is going to be very different based on a lot of the things that the site asks. So, like, for example, so the big first question is, like, what type of game you're trying to make, because I can answer in a very generic sense, but then, like, if I know what answers you get from that site, I can give you more pointed advice as well. The gist is that for whatever type of game you're trying to make, there's software that you can use to make it. And so your first step is to figure out, well, if you know what type of game you're trying to make, then good job, you're on the right track. And it's basically just a matter of figuring out what is that software and downloading it. maybe buying it if it's not free. Um, but there's a lot of free software out there too, so consider looking into the free options if that's, or more generally, consider looking for the options that fit your budget quite right. Because why do you think it's 2 a.m. rather than 2 p.m.? Internal clocks are weird, right? Like, it feels really early to me. Like, it feels like I don't know, like 11:45, like right before noon, like a little, late morning, right before noon. But it's actually like 4:15 here, so. Internal clocks. They're only so good, right? Internal clocks are like, they'll give you a gist, maybe. Or in your case, tell you the exact wrong time. Oh yeah, so VXR Cooker, the next thing you'll want to do, like once you find out what software, once you find out like what software is right for the type of project that you're working on, the next thing you'll want to do is start like finding good resources for like introductory projects, right? 9:15 p.m. That must be very Western Europe, right? Or oh no, I guess actually that could be like, is it Western Europe? There are a lot of Twitch viewers in Europe, so I tend to assume Europe. But I guess actually it could be Africa, maybe. I don't know geography. Really shouldn't guess about these things. Oh, but wait, you said 9:15 p.m. Don't they use 24-hour time? And I don't know. Okay, I was right. Yeah. What was I doing here? Oh yeah. So so the other thing, VXR Cooker is like there's a lot of free software out there you can use, or more generally, there's, for anyone's budget, there's probably software out there that you can use to make games. And so once you find that, there's probably also, like for the more popular ones, there's a great amount of information is for like, what projects to like, what type of things to work on when you're first getting started. And let me see if I can work while I talk at the same time. Because this task of rearranging stuff is fairly tedious, so, or like a little bit rote. So I can probably like, I don't know. I'll see if I can do this and talk at the same time. So like when I first started, like before I worked in Python, the first thing I started working with was Unity. When I started making independent projects, and the nice thing about that is that when I got started, what you can do with a great amount of ease is find online sites that, or like a wealth of resources that all will basically show you exactly what it takes to make a game in Unity. So I found one of those. I found like a tutorial online. It was actually right on like Unity's main site. Like it was like, they actually have a great section where they show you like pretty much like here's the, here the beginner, here's the intermediate, here are the advanced things that you need to know in order to use their software. And it worked, and I so by using like the tutorial that I got from their site, I just like just followed through the steps, and like I didn't understand all of it at first, but then as I went through the tutorial, like I was like, even if I wasn't like completely comprehending like what was going on exactly, I was like going through the motions, and I was like seeing all the menus. And so then when it came time to like when I felt ready that I could, maybe I'm gonna go start my own thing, maybe I'm gonna start a project by myself now, I went in there and I knew roughly like where to look for stuff. Like it's not like the learning process ever really ends. Like it got to the point where I was able to jump into it myself. But sorry, I was just reading the thing about Montana. By following like some of those resources online, I was able to figure out as much as I needed to, that I like the first game I made in Unity. Like when I started making games myself, I had the first game done in like a day. Like I continued working on it after the the first day, but like it was good. It was like I made an entire game in one day, which is pretty cool. I probably like, and if you include like the tutorial time, like the learning time, like it probably took me like several days, right, to get to that point. But uh, I have experience like making games and experience uh, knit roll doesn't actually get mentioned anywhere else inside here. So I think actually the rest of what I have to do to set up a knit roll is just added in the scheduling for it, or the queued up. For a knit roll, oh yeah, and also like I don't actually have to pass any text in here because the values are all handled separately. All right. Yeah. So if you've literally never made a game before, and if you've never programmed, I don't know what your situation is. Again, I'm just. Oh, you're no good at scripting. Oh, scripting languages that are good for beginners. You know what? If you don't like scripting, don't even bother with scripting. Or rather, don't bother trying to like learn a scripting language. Just like get a visual scripter. There's 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 Construct, which I've heard has a really good built-in visual scripting situation, or like not. It's not even like necessarily a visual scripting thing. Construct 2. It's like, what is it? It's basically like a you can build things like you can build things. I don't know how to describe it. I've never used it before, but I've only seen like a brief amount of it, like a brief demonstration of it. But I've heard it's like good for. It's worth trying, right? Because for one thing, I think there's a free version, so you can like get a hang of it. It's definitely worth checking out. And then I guess the other one that comes to mind immediately is Unity, because I don't know, I have some experience with it, so I know roughly how it works. Well, all right, so it's not, the site isn't loading for whatever reason, but could be worth a shot. I know for like Unity also has like some scripting stuff that so you don't have to. It has like visuals, yeah, scripting tools so that you don't have to learn a language. Because like if you don't want to learn a language, don't bother. If like just do, it's not an important part of making games. Like it's, you know, you do have to define the logic of a game somehow, but like don't worry about languages, right? Just use the tools that are gonna get you to making games faster. Because if you can get to the part that really works for you, then you're gonna start making games faster. You're gonna start, you know, you're gonna get better at making games faster, and maybe you can pick up a language down the line if you feel like it. But like, don't. It's not necessary. It's just like, it's just yeah, I think so. Protospasm. I'm trying to. It reminded me of like a. The screenshots that I saw of Construct 2, like it reminded me of like a I don't know. I don't like almost like project planning software. Like instead of like writing the script for it, you like plan how the game goes. I don't know, it was weird. I'd like to try it sometime. I've never like needed to use Construct, but it's like I've heard a lot of good things about it, and and apparently it's very good. Like the people that I've heard talk about it have said that, you know, they really like it. So this init event business is a little weird. I'm gonna have to change how I do init event, or else event time might be the one that I don't use this system for, just because no, this should work fine. Yeah, no, this should work fine actually. Yeah, I'm crazy. This should work totally fine. All right. What was I? Wait, what is it? Event equals 2 used for? I mean, I know what it's used for, but like, all right, sorry. I'm getting distracted. Oh yeah, so yeah, hopefully some of that advice was useful. And let me know if anything I said didn't make sense, or if you have further questions. My school never had a init roll. Init roll equals 2. What does init roll equal 2 mean? I don't think that's a real thing. I think there's only one way to init roll. init roll equals 2. There was no, that doesn't actually mean anything. Wait, where is this? All right, so this is the first reference to init roll, and in this case I've already made schedule. Wait, oh wait, no, I should make schedule global up here. Global. Yeah, whatever. I'll just do it here. Global schedule. That way I can just reference it. I don't have to declare it as global in each of those other cases. Okay. So init roll. Yeah, right. So this is where we do schedule. Schedule. Dot insert. 0, right, so 0 init roll, and I think I think I only need those two terms. I think the rest of the terms are not. I think those are the only terms. So get rid of that, and then where's the other place? Oh yeah, so the init roll, I can just get rid of it. I don't need it to be a thing anymore. And init roll, yep, that's the real one. And this is the right. So this is the other place where we do schedule. Excuse me. Yeah, schedule. Schedule dot insert. I know how this works. Oh wait. Oh, I've been doing this wrong. I've been forgetting to indicate the where I want to insert this stuff. Right. I and X. Right. So insert works differently. Insert works like I think I'm supposed to add in an extra term 0 at the start. I think. Because I'm pretty sure the I term is I think the right. So array insert, yeah. Index before position I, right. So here, I'll write this one correctly, and then I'll go update the other ones which were not written correctly. Insert 0, comma 0, comma what am I? Yeah, right. Brains. Init roll, right? Okay. Yeah, so this is roughly how I want to do it in most cases. Yeah. Specifically this comma 0 business. So let's go to the other place that I did schedule insert and make sure that, yeah, right. So I forgot it here. Forgot it probably all the other places as well. Schedule dot insert. Forgot it here. Forgot it here. Forgot it here. So yeah, so for these inits, like I'm just using position 0 for the insertion because we always want these to happen immediately. For the other, for the other items, I could do it one of two ways. I could calculate where to put it, where to insert it, and then insert it in the right place, or I could just insert it, like append it, or like whatever, and then just sort the lists. The list is never going to be too long, but then again, it's also not that hard to figure out what I'd be wanting to do with some of this stuff. Wow! Congratulations to everyone who leveled up. That's a lot of people. Yeah. All right. Let's continue on with this. I think I'll probably just calculate the correct place in the list to insert stuff. Because otherwise, like I'm not going to resort the list every half second when I do the anim cooldown. But then, the anim cooldown. Oh no, I can't just always add it to the front of the list. So I guess I do have to do just a little bit of math to figure it out. And that's, that's not it's not such a big deal. Yeah, congratulations, Killer, on leveling up. Uh, um, all right. Yeah. Okay. So now the inserts are all touched up and good and not broken and yay, good. Okay. So let's continue initting stuff, or continuing with our init refactor. Blah blah blah. So init growth. We did init gm. We did init roll. Init growth. So init growth. Yes, that's where it goes. Where does it come from? Yeah, all this good stuff. Hey, we got a new follower. It's SideQuest, welcome. Thank you for following. I appreciate your viewership. Welcome to the channel. So this is where we're getting init growth from, and then we can plop it in here, I guess, or something less dumb sounding. I think it went like this. And we did use different init growth values here, so we'll want to replace this with so init growth equals 1 is, so init growth, the new init growth is now index 2 is how we pass that data through now. Hey, we got another new follower. NeoZoom! Welcome, thank you for following. I appreciate your viewership. Welcome to the channel. Alright, so we replace init growth here, and then the other places that init growth happen, we do the insert thing. The old schedule.insert. The oldest trick in the book. No, I don't. Okay. Where am I? Oh, this is, yeah, okay, so schedule, dot insert, index 0, we insert 0, comma, init, growth, comma 2, right. So we can get rid of that. What? My cursor, I don't know if it's something to do with my tablet. I mean, I'm not using my tablet. Like, the stylus is nowhere near it. And, like, I don't know if it has to... My cursor is just really unimpressive sometimes. I don't know what it's about. Alright, so, yeah. We can get rid of this. Alright, so init growth equals 1 in this case. So, yeah, I don't know what's wrong with my cursor. Sometimes if I, like, click and drag, it just, like, was like, nope, you stop dragging. Nope, doesn't count. It's like, no, I was dragging. It counts. But, I don't know what that's about. It's either, it has to do with, like, there are a few suspects. It's either this new IDE, because it seems to happen more in this IDE. I don't know if it might have, I honestly can't remember if it happened before I started using PyCharm. But it might have. So if it's not PyCharm, then it might be the software that I use to. It might be the software that I use to connect my mouse between multiple computers, because that seems like it could be prone to, like, weird input error stuff. I don't know what exactly, but it could happen, right? So, sorry, Killer. That comment just cracked me up. It might be yeah, alright. It'd be nice to figure out what the heck is wrong with my mouse so that it could, in fact, stop having terrible things wrong with it. But for now, I'll just assume that whatever, or I'll just ignore it and carry on. All right, so there aren't too many more inits. There's init fact, which happens where no, okay, this is the place where it gets called. Where's the place where it actually happens? Here it is. Yeah. So an init fact, it does matter what like a init type or whatever it is. So so let's go back up to its new home here. Let's indent it appropriately. Like so. And then, yeah, right, so init fact is getting used here, so we have to replace this with do now index 2, as in these other cases, do now index 2, and do now index 2, yes, correct. Good. Right, so the other places that we're knitting fact, we can get rid of this. And then there's the case where the GM can init it through text, and this gets, as per usual, schedule dot insert 0, comma list including 0, comma init fact comma 2. You can get rid of that. Save that, and then there should be one other place where this occurs, up in the command script. Yes. So in this case, in this case it is init fact index 1 or value 1 or whatever you want to call it, and we can get rid of that. And then there's the place where we declare init fact, which we can get rid of, and then yeah. Alright, so that one's good. So the last init is event. Can I do this? Can I do... I think I can do init event. I can't think of any... I think a knitting event is weird. It feels weird because, like, I'm using the actual event... like the event time, where is it? Event cooldown thing. I'm putting the event cooldown itself in the same system as the initializations, which just feels weird because like initialization should always come well before the event itself. So it just feels weird to like feed it through the same system, but I think this is fine actually. I think. I hope. So yeah, let's just go for it and see how it works. And it might not work, and I might have to take it back out again, but it should work, maybe. Alright, so init event happens where? Right. So this is basically, init event is basically, we don't, yeah, I mean, part of the reason I like started setting up all this init stuff is because, wait, how much of this am I supposed to be taking? If, I'm supposed to be taking everything, wait, what is this pev create cooldown thing? Why is that not in the conditional? Is that in the conditional? Oh. No, I was about to take from the exact wrong place. No, this is definitely not the place that I'm looking for. I was like, why does this not look right? Yeah, no, so part of the, like, the whole init stuff, I started putting this together because, like, for two main reasons. For one, for one, a lot of this data was coming in from another thread, and because of like I think a knitting event might have been the first thing I set up. A knitting event, like, it has a lot to do with like the gameplay systems, and so I didn't want to like completely radically change gameplay like in the middle of a frame. It could have been really awkward and was not thread safe. So that was like part of where this came about. And then the other thing is that when I added in the control system for GMs to control the game through chat, um, it got really wait, where's an event? Why is there no home for an event? I swear I made one. Did I not? I was like, just imagine that. What the heck? Where's my event home? I must have just forgot it somehow. I don't even know how that happens. Or maybe I just accidentally deleted it or something. Oh no, I just didn't name it correctly. Yeah, it's this one here. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so then at a certain point, I made it so that people can act as GM through chat, and then like not only was stuff coming in from a different thread, but it was also coming in from the same thread sometimes. It was just it was interesting, and so yeah, I mean, I guess I don't know. It's where we've ended up is a little bit funny. Hey, YOLO Swagtag, welcome. I'm doing well, thank you. Refactoring some code, making stuff nice and performant and optimized, I guess. How have you been? Uh, Cookie biscuit events? That is an excellent question. Today was actually going to be all about event creation. Like, it was the reason I called the stream today Choose Your Own Side Quest is because it was supposed to be all about events. It was supposed to be all about like the branching event system and more. Specifically, the more in this case that I'm making a way for players to submit their own events to SideQuest. So hypothetically, if you want a cookie biscuit event in SideQuest, you can add a cookie biscuit event to SideQuest if you were so inclined. That was actually something that I was planning on setting up today. I might still get to it. I might do that next. I might not do it today. I might do it tomorrow instead. I do want to do it though. It's partially done. I've never worked with Google Forms before, so I think I got it figured out though. I think I got it pretty well figured out. So yeah. Excuse me. Yeah. Oh yeah, the Mars trip. That is such a weird expedition, the trip to Mars, because like everyone who signs up for it is signing up to never come back to Earth, right? Like it'd be really surprising if any of them came back to Earth, right? Because there's very specifically no plans for them to return to Earth, right? Or like there's no right. I don't know. That wow. I don't know. I'm really impressed by all the people who have decided that they want to go to Mars for the rest of forever. I mean, I guess they have 10 years to think on it, but I don't know if I could ever make that decision. All right. So this is an event business. As with before, this init event equals 2 has to change to init. Oh no. Excuse me. Do now index. Do now index 2. Right. Yeah, that's what we tend to use. All right, so let's look at the other instances of an event. Like this was where it came from. We can get rid of this. And then, Oh, GM teleport is another one of these things that it didn't even occur to me. Like, because, I mean, GM teleport, it should actually be init teleport or something like that, but I just named it wrong. So actually here, before I forget, I'm going to add in another spot for it. Yeah, hold on. So where would it go? It would go it would go here. So so L if do now index 1 equals I'm gonna rename it to init teleport. Init teleport, yeah. Then right. Save that. And then right, but I was in the middle of doing an event. I guess once I'm done, I can do another sweep to make sure I'm hitting all of the Oh yeah, wait, what is this? init event equals 2. Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, funny. Yeah. All right, so instead of init event equals... Oh, yeah, this is actually going to move. This is the thing that's going to move into the other part of the schedule system. But, so init event equals 2. This is actually what... so schedule.insert. Oh, someone's talking to me. In chat and binary. If I had a chance to go to one other country. Oh wait, if you had the chance to go to one other country, what would it be? That's a good question. Does Mars count? No, I'm just kidding. Schedule.insert. One other country. It would have to be someplace in like Africa or South America, or yeah, I feel like it would have to be in someplace in Africa or South America. Probably Africa. Probably someplace in Africa. Probably someplace with a cool jungle, or like cool like. It doesn't have to be a jungle, but it has to be like cool Africa wilderness, right? Like I want to see at least one elephant, or at least like, at least one tiger, or at least like I don't know, some. I don't even know if tigers live in Africa, but like I just gotta get like a good experience of that. Because I've never done anything like that before, so it would definitely have to be that, I think. But I don't know. There's a lot of places that could be the answer to that question, because there are a lot of places I haven't seen in the world, and I think would be a really cool place to visit. Hey, new follower. Indra 5S or Indra 55. Sorry, I don't know why I thought that said 5S. Thank you for following. I appreciate your viewership. Welcome to the channel. So sorry for mispronouncing your name. Indra 55. I don't think I've mispronounced a number before, but I do tend to mispronounce a lot of stuff. Again, welcome. And I'll pronounce your name correctly from now on, I hope. In an event, this does get a value passed through, and it's a value of 2 in this case. So this part that I'm changing the init event command is interestingly the other. Oh man, like I mentioned, like a lot of these events are like self-scheduling. The funny thing about init event is that it doesn't actually self-schedule so much as it self-schedules its own initialization, which then reschedules its own occurrence, which is weird. So like, I don't know. It's just whatever. Hopefully it'll work. That's the important part, right? As long as it works, right? So yeah, so init event, once again. Oh, interesting. I actually use init event. I actually reference init event. Oh, so yeah. Wait, hold on. So if I really needed to, do I really need to check like if? Yeah, no, I do kind of need to check the if and if. Don't mind me. I can stand. I'm not gonna die. I might accidentally fall over while standing still, but I'm okay. Excuse me. Oh, when I say init, I don't actually mean init. I shouldn't say init, because like it's basically like right, no, it's more like a queuing system, but I'd already used the word queuing for something else, so like I started I started calling it init. It's kind of a bad habit, but so like no, it queues, yeah, but it's still a weird system. Okay, so right here I'm checking if an event equals 0, because I don't want to collide with an event that is already due for initialization. So I guess the new equivalent of that is that I want to check if there's an initialization event scheduled in the queue. So it'd be nice if there's like a quick and easy way to check that. I don't know that there necessarily is, so I might just want to. I mean, if there is one scheduled, it's got to be at the right at the front of the schedule, right? So I could. Well, so yeah. So for one thing, init event isn't going to exist anymore, so I have to get rid of it, and I'll replace it with global schedule. And so I guess what I want to check is like. It's like I don't know, like init event. I know I just got rid of that, but whatever. Init event equals false, and then for like li in schedule if li index 1 equals init event, then init event equals true, break, and then we can check here is so if init event equals false, or if not init event. So basically that's like we end up with like the same result. So instead of checking, because the old system, init event equals 0 is the equivalent of not having an event to initialize. Oh, thank you, it's SideQuest. I'll see you again sometime. Yeah, have a good whatever time of day it is where you're at. Yeah, so this is like cursor. Oh gosh, cursor, no. Why would you do that, cursor? So like this is like the no, what? Cripes, what? Oh, I'm just not gonna highlight text anymore. I'm just never gonna highlight text. Oh gosh, wait, it did mess stuff up. This is supposed to say, wait, where did that come from? Yich. Alright. Stop. Stop doing that, please. Alright. So yeah, so if not an event, yes. So alright, so here's a place where we say schedule dot insert before index 0 0 comma init event comma 1. Yes. Alright. And that might be all of it. That might be everything. I can get rid of init event. Oh, that's funny. I was initializing it to false from way back in the day when that's how that worked. Init event equals 0. What am I doing here? Wait, what? Init event equals 0. Oh, right. Yeah, I forgot about that. There were places where it was important to make sure that if an event was about to get scheduled, that it got canceled. So, yeah. So I guess in these cases, I would need to. Oh, and there's other stuff with init fact that referenced init event. Yikes. Should be fine. Basically what I need to do here instead is something similar to what I had been doing before. So in the places where I'm setting init event equal to 0, basically I just want to like cancel any init events that had gone through. Is there no enum in this language? There might be. I don't tend to use enums. Oh, I don't tend to use enums is probably the explanation that might help there. Yeah, because enums are just fancy integers, and I'm not fancy. I'm also not. I don't like. This is an independent project. I'm not. I know this. I don't necessarily have this attitude anymore. But when I started this project, I was like, whatever. As long as I can read it, it's fine. As long as I can read it, it's all good. I don't necessarily feel that way anymore because since I'm streaming this, like I probably should, make my text a little more legible for viewers. But yeah, I kind of, I don't know. Well, I'm changing it, right? We're getting rid of these. So, So yeah. Wait, I'm doing this in both cases. Regardless of how this if statement evaluates, I'm doing the init event equals 0 thing, so I'm just going to do it once outside here instead, because that is equivalent. Oh no, actually no, wait, this is not an else case though. It's only in these two specific cases, I guess. Right, okay, so if this was an else case, yeah, so now what am I going to do? I mean, I guess I can be fairly confident there's not going to be more than one init event case, right? Huh. Yeah, I can be fairly confident there's not any there's not, like, if there's an init event queue in the pipeline, there's probably not going to be more than one. I mean, there hypothetically could be. Maybe maybe I should, okay, so like maybe instead of like, well, I'm just thinking, like, if there are other places that I'm supposed to be doing this, then like if there are other places where I'm manipulating an event, maybe it's just that one. It's probably just that one, right? Right? Is it? Wait, what is this one? Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, okay, so it is just that one. I was gonna say, like, I mean, the other thing I could do, yeah, so it's because it's just this case, I can just go through and excise those init event commands. The other thing I was thinking is I could put in like a mute, I could put in like a mute switch so that way if I wanted to, like, basically cancel out whatever init events came through. No, this is fine. Ah, all right. Yeah, no, okay. This is totally legit. It doesn't happen very often. This is just in rare circumstances that we say what? For so yeah, no init event equals false. So while actually wait, no, okay, so init event, wait, how do I want to do this? So init event, I'll say init event equals true. So true, or wait, no, how do I want to do this? Init event equals I want to, I basically want to rinse it thoroughly so that, yeah, okay. So init event equals true. We're going to assume it equals true. So while init event, for li in, or no, for I in range length schedule, if schedule if schedule index I index 1 equals init event oh wait, yeah, so so this is a little funny. So init event equals true. The first thing we do inside this while loop is actually we say init event equals false. Right, because what we do is we say we go through this. We go. This is a really silly loop, but whatever. So if we loop over all of schedule, and if we find a schedule init event, we say we go pop pop index I, or excuse me, wait, that's not how it's written at all. schedule dot pop I can spell pop index I init event equals true, and then we break. Because, no, what the heck? Why did you just change what I typed? Don't change what I type. This IDE has mind of its own sometimes. Alright, so, yeah. So this way we'll just loop over and we'll rinse all of the init events out. I don't think there's ever going to be more than one init event. But then again, like, so this is probably overkill what I just wrote here, but I just want to make sure that it's fine. I just want to be careful, and this is the careful way to do that, I think. Touchpads, oh man. Touchpads in general are really, like, you gotta really want to input, you really want to use a computer if you're using a touchpad. Like, if there are people who, like, voluntarily, like, yeah, I want to use a touchpad for no particular reason, those are interesting people. I've never met one of those people before, not that I know of at any rate. Wait, so if an event, oh yeah, so what is this about? For initting facts, if an event equals 2, why do I want to check if an event equals 2? Wait, what? Yeah, no. For a knitting fact, why do I care about an event equals 2? Is that a typo? Is that supposed to say init fact? It's probably supposed to say if init fact equals 2, right? Because why would it say init event equals 2? Yeah, no, that's totally supposed to say init fact equals 2. Right? There's no way that's supposed to say init event. There's like no way. Yeah, no, I'm getting rid of that. I'm changing that. Like I said, like the fact system has like basically never been used, so yeah. There's apparently a bug or two still kicking around in there. Alright, what other places? I think I haven't updated. Yeah, an event. Alright, so this is the place where we insert schedule dot insert 0, and then the list of 0 init event, and finally 1 in this case. Alright, and then we can get rid of this one. And there should be one other of these, or so. There's that one, and then what else? Oh, we replaced that one already. And that's all of it? That might be all of it. Yes, because this other thing is just the thing that I put in for this checking. I probably shouldn't have used the same term in an event, but whatever. Yeah. Alright, good. So, good. All the init is done. So I do want to put this schedule work in here as well. I know this isn't the most glamorous or fascinating thing, but it's for optimization, right? Everyone loves optimized things, all stuff that runs all nice and smooth and clean and delightful, right? I don't know. Yeah. Did someone say hacking? That just reminded me that I completely forgot I was supposed to be hacking things earlier. I was supposed to I'm behind on all of my hackings. Hold on, wait. I'm just gonna hack a bunch of things real quick. Don't mind me. I'm just gonna hack this up real quick. Just hacking it up. Hackety hack. Hackety hack. Hack. Okay, good. Yeah, thank goodness. It's one of those things, right? You get up in the morning, you're like, should I have breakfast first, or should I do all my hacking first? And I just had breakfast and I completely forgot to do all my hacking. So there we go, all good. So, oh yeah, I am on a stair climber right now. Is it Jack Muran? Or oh, Mesran? Sorry, I I can't read my other computer from here very well. It's like, all right, but yeah, I'm climbing stairs, like all good hackers. Yeah, I'm way better at hacking than I am at game development, huh? When I'm making games, I always type so slow and deliberately, but when I'm hacking, it's like, it's just second nature, right? um, alright, so, yeah, the knitting is all done. All super done. So, this is where the project is gonna get really cool, is like, I'm gonna basically rearrange, like, all the code in this project. Basically. Like, all of this stuff, it's all going different places. Which feels a little weird, but I guess this is what I decided to do, so... I guess... I guess this is what's gonna happen. So... Oh, the GM teleport thing. I can do the GM teleport thing real quick. um, yeah, I'll do the GM teleport thing real quick because frankly, the other thing scares me. The other thing really scares me. Oh, this whole pie game on business. I can get rid of that too. Um, um, oh man. All right, so all right. Teleport will be really quick. I just have to go. Like what? Cut this. Where does this go? Init event. Yeah. All right. So init teleport goes here. Indent this like so. And then yeah. So GM teleport. Right. So it's not going to be GM teleport. It's going to be do now index 2 is what that is. So these places that we're referencing gem teleport, it's actually, yeah. Yes. And so now in the places where we were setting gem teleport, we will want to instead use init teleport or something. Killer. At one point, I was actually thinking of like mirroring the environment art. So like, where are we now? We're like in a so like we're in the mountains. I was actually thinking of making like mountains art, like to have to show behind me, so like it looked like I too was walking the mountains. I don't know if I don't think I'll actually ever do that, but the idea I found amusing, so I considered it. Oh yeah, okay, so GM teleport, yeah. Wait, if GM teleport equals... Oh, yeah, right. Oh, interesting. So, yeah, so I will use GM teleport here. Right, I'll just change how we're using it, because GM teleport, the value GM teleport doesn't actually do anything anymore. So what I'll do here is schedule dot insert index 0 list of 0 comma init teleport comma oh yeah, and then GM teleport is the last term here. Because GM teleport is the name of the destination. Yes, good. All right, and so I think this will be something similar in the one other place that we do this, which is where up here, yeah. So yeah, okay. Actually, this one's much simpler. We just say comlines 1. Comlines index 1 is the last value here. All right, cool. Yes. All right, good. I think that should be sufficient. Alright, I can get rid of GM teleport. And that was all the references to it. Yeah. Good. Good, good. Alright, so now is the part, now that I finished that, now is the part where I get to, like, move everything, just, like, completely shuffle around my own code into, like, all sorts of weird places. It's just nerve-wracking. I'm sure it'll all go fine. I'm sure everything will go magically great and nothing could possibly go wrong. It's just creepy. It's just really creepy. What's this global time frame time business? Oh, oh, I remember what global time was about. I guess... No, I don't need global time anymore, because I have SayQ. Global time was from before SayQ, so... Alright. Whoa. If not cur_ev live and not GM active and event time less than frame time or not event on and away mode and away event time less than frame time or conclude event. Are you serious? Yikes. Seriously? I mean, that's not the one that I was going to edit right now, but like, yeah, the whole event time less than frame time thing, that was one of the things on my list of stuff to get to. So, I, sorry, I was just catching up on chat. Yikes. How do I want to reframe this, right? Because, like, I was planning on putting, like, so would it work to just put this, like, no. Maybe this one's just, like, too gnarly. Maybe this one I shouldn't even bother trying to put into the schedule system. Because, like, I'm already saving enough time with, I'm saving enough time just by putting all those inits together that, like, I don't have to do it for literally everything. And this might be the one that's, like, just, like, too much. Like, that might be the line. I should just draw the line right there and not worry about that one. Because, yeah, so the thing about the event system is that, like, you can schedule the end of an event, or it can come for any number of reasons. Like, you can schedule, like, how the events are supposed to, like, start. Like, there at any given time, there are at least 3 parties who can control whether an event starts or ends. There's the GM, there's me, which is, I'm sometimes the GM, but, like, sometimes I'm not the GM. So there's the GM, myself, and like the automated system. So, like, that, right, so that statement I read earlier with, like, all the weird conditionals, that's, like, what handles it right now. And so I might just not want to go there. I might just want to let it do its thing, because it's doing its thing and it's working. And I mean, that's not a great reason to leave things how they are, like, because, like, if I moved it, it would still work in the new place that I put it. But it might not be worth the savings might not be there. Like, it might actually turn out to be less performant in the new place, for example. So I'm probably just gonna leave it how it is, unless, like, I don't know, there might be an easier, obvious way to go about this. Oh yeah, all right. So there's the event mode away mode thing, which actually that's not that hard to handle. I can handle that fairly easily. There's the so what is this GM active cur_ev live business? If not cur_ev live and not GM active and so this won't evaluate. Oh, right. That's just making it so that it doesn't activate when there's a GM running the show, or if there's already a live event occurring. So these are actually fairly simple once you, like, break them down. It just so yeah, I could unpack this and like put it back together, and maybe I will. I'm not going to start with it though. I'm definitely not going to start with it. So I'll and like that's not even the thing that I came here to look at. I got really distracted and a little intimidated by it. But yeah, let's go. Sorry, this this equally intimidating chunk right here is the anim system. I'm still scrolling through it. I was scrolling through it that whole time. So this whole anim time business. This is what we get to handle instead. So this goes all the way through here. This is all part of the animation system. Don't mind me just cutting like half of the script out of its home and putting it in another place and hoping it works great in its new home. Right, so that's all that was. Cut that. Oh my gosh, the script is so short all of a sudden. Hey, all those people who hate long scripts, check it out right now. This is the shortest it will ever be. Alright, so I'm just going to put this here. And I think I need to indent that a little bit. Because I think it's not indented to the extent that it should be. But let me double check. Oi. Oh yeah, there it is. Init event. Wait, I went too far. Init teleport anim. There we go. Alright, this is supposed to be indented twice, I think. I think that's right. I think that's right. Right? Am I right? The if anim. Show me the how did that vertical bar? Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. So far so good. Yes. Good. Got it. Alright, save that. Whoa. Whoa. Wait, are you guys talking about the channel? Because, if you look over here, something crazy is going on. I wasn't really paying attention to it, but like, so one interesting thing about the way the script works is that it pays attention to the IRC messages that come through chat, right? Or for the chat channel, right? So, if you guys were seeing weird numbers, this chunk right here is this chunk right here is like, what is that, like 25 different messages which all say join, right? This means that 25 different people just like showed up all of a sudden. And then what we see here is like, it actually doesn't look like it's quite as long. It looks like it's a slightly shorter list, but it's like, it's a whole bunch of part messages, which means that I'm guessing it's probably like it's like the same users, right? I'm guessing like everyone from this part list, like this mass departure, are all people from this mass entrance thing. So, do I really have 51 viewers right now? Cool. maybe someone cool like linked to my stream or something. Well, this is cool actually because like I was saying, I'm interested to see how the script holds up under like a heavy amount of users. So I mean, it seems to be going so good so far. I'm gonna kick it into away mode just so we can get some events going on, and I don't know. So if any of the, so hey everyone, sorry for talking about you and not to you. Hey everyone who showed up, tuned in. We're working on this game SideQuest, which is happening along the bottom of the screen here, and so the thing about it is it's playing right now in the chat channel. So like technically, like all these characters we see on screen are in fact you. So I feel like I must be getting botted. Like I think there's a way to bot viewers, right? And so, right, yeah. I feel like that's probably it. So if any of you are not bots and feel like playing along, feel free to do so. You can play along in chat just by entering the commands that you see on screen, or the commands that are also reproduced in chat. So who knows? Either way, I'm glad to see like, you know, my script is able to handle like this what it's got going on here. I I yeah, it's nice to know. Like I was saying earlier, I haven't had like a big audience tested out before, or at least not in a while. So there's at least one test, right? We can see like all these like all the adventures that are relatively new. Like they have like the brown cap, the white shirt, the green pants, like the outfit that you get when you're just starting out. Like I mean, it seems to be populating those characters correctly. So far so good. We'll see. I'll leave a way mode on for a little while, just so that because like the event system, how it processes stuff is kind of a like that's the heart of it. That's like if something's gonna go wrong, you'd go wrong there. So we'll see. And then like here I am just like completely hacking the script to pieces and putting it back together again. So who knows? Maybe if we still have a crowd a little later on, I can that would actually be really helpful for testing out all these changes that I'm making. Oh, right. So for example, I just moved this here, but you know what I didn't do is I didn't actually so right now I'm not yet queuing this to ever happen. So I need to start scheduling in these events, right? So how am I gonna do this, right? Like I mean I know roughly. Let me think. So right, event cooldown. Or no, anim cooldown is the one that we're working with here. Anim cooldown. The way we used to set it up was just we would just check it. We would just check it for comparison purposes. We can get rid of this chunk here, but yeah. So anim time equals frame time plus anim cooldown, right? So the new version of that. Also, we're getting rid of this pygame on thing. Oh yeah, I'm gonna do that first before I forget. Pygame on. I used to have it like before I was certain whether I actually wanted to have the visual element to it. And actually, when the visual element was like first started, and it was still a work in very much a work in progress. Yeah. Oh, I write great functions, Z Mike. Thanks for noticing. Yeah. When I was first adding the graphics, like they got annoying, or like I don't know, I wasn't used to them, and so like instead of having this big whatever like show up on screen, I just had like a switch where I could deactivate it and just like basically like turn it off. So that's what that pygame on thing was about, but it's not been meaningful ever since then. So I basically just want to get rid of that. So anim time, frame time, anim cooldown. So one thing I'll have to remember to do at start, and I should probably do it now, is like something I need to do at start, right? Or alright, so anim cooldown. Cooldown. When I'm declaring all this stuff, one thing I'll have to do now. Oh, where do I declare the schedule? Because it's actually important to declare the schedule. I mean, I could do it all here. I could say like schedule. Or you could even pre-populate the schedule, right? With like because like I mentioned before, all of these things are going to like reschedule themselves, right? And so in order to make sure that they happen at all, I need to make sure that they get scheduled in the first place. So for example, like so schedule. I mean, the first thing that's going to happen is basically how does it go? So it'd be 0. Anim, yeah. So that's like the first entry. So right. So now we've primed the pump, right? So when we start the script, schedule is going to have like this anim event happening right off the bat. And so now if we go to the part where we're processing anim, we can process it and do all the rest of the stuff. In fact, even like right in here, right once we're the very first line of the anim thing, I think I'm going to re-add the anim. So like re-add it to the schedule, right? Just right off the bat. So and then say schedule dot. Oh yeah, this is okay. So now that I'm not just doing initialization stuff, or like I'm not just like making random events pop up, like one-off events that come from like other systems. Like this is a regular thing that happens like on a fixed time frame. I'm actually gonna have to. So let's say frame or so yeah, so like anim time equals frame time plus anim cooldown, right? So the next time the frame is supposed to happen is at this point in the future. So now we can say for I in the length of the range of the length of schedule, we can say if oh wait, yeah, hold on, how do we do this? Because if schedule is empty, or wait, yeah, hold on. Hey, new follower. Phone machines, welcome. Thank you for following. I appreciate your viewership. Welcome. Yeah. Okay. So, I guess I'll just say like added or whatever. The thing is, so we're gonna go through and we're gonna look for a place to insert the next anim frame into the schedule. And we have to make sure that, so we're going to loop over the schedule and like find a place for it. But then if we get to the end and we still haven't, or I'll say add equals true. If we get to the end of the schedule and we still haven't added it in, then we'll just tack it on to the end of the schedule. Or wait, the start of the schedule? Yeah, no, either one. Because there are two scenarios where we might get all the way through the schedule and not have found a place for it. If the schedule is empty, or if the schedule only has things that would come before it. Because if this is not going to cut in front of anything, then we can just tack it on the end. And if it's empty, we can just tack it on the end, because the end is the front. So, yeah. Maybe I should just append these and sort them. Like, maybe it'd be easier. Maybe that'd be like... Maybe that's fine. Like, this isn't a very long list, so like just resorting it here and there is not going to be a big deal, I think. I mean, would that matter with the inits? Like with the commands? Like for the scheduled events, it would work great. But for like the for the things that we're initializing, like creating like initializing GM, or like, it might matter, right? Because like the thing about like init GM, when you init GM, nah, it's probably fine. I mean, if I feel like it, I could like, right now I'm just using 0 for all those numbers for like putting in the init commands, but like if there's really specific order in which I want to process those commands, like in the event that there are multiple ones, like for example, if there's init GM and init event in the same queue, I think I actually want to process init GM first, because when processing init GM, it actually clears out init event from the queue. So yeah, I'll probably just, yeah, whatever. I'm just going to tack these on and sort them because this queue never gets very long. So I just like, it'd be really, I just want to make sure that the anim event doesn't get like stuck in queue behind like the, you know, something like unreasonably long, because like if it, like, is this supposed to happen like every half second, and so if it accidentally waits like 18 minutes, that would be disappointing. Or like half an hour, that would be a little disappointing. Slightly different time scale there. So all right, so let's just instead say anim time. Yeah, so we don't even need to calculate anim time. We can just say schedule dot append schedule dot append. So the first value is frame time plus anim cooldown. The second value is anim, and the last value is not existent. There is no other value. Tricky. Oh, and also this is a list, or like a tuple or something. I don't know. Okay. and then so then it's schedule.sort. So we're sorting we're sorting the schedule fairly often, but it's a short list, so I think that's fine. I think the overall savings are probably greater by what we're doing here than the costs. And if not, I can always go back and do something. I can always change it. Like if it's not like I'm really instrumenting very complex or sophisticated performance or like optimization, like performance tracking tools or anything, but like I don't know. I'm not running into performance problems, so that's the other thing, right? All right, I think that's probably enough away mode for now. Can I scroll the left to the bottom so I can spy on my channel activity? Oh, yeah, sure, why not? There we go. Here, I brought it up so you can actually see some of it. My head's going to cover some of it, but you should be able to see a good amount of it too, right? You should be able to see most of it. Okay. So, man, that Chirpy Champ ticket is hot right now. Excuse me. All right. So yeah, I think that's all I have to do for the anim system to work now. Again, hopefully, like my greatest hope here is that I didn't break anything just now. I should probably restart this to see if it. Maybe after this event I'll restart the script to see if how much I have broken. Like how much just doesn't work anymore. Oh, I should also. Oh yeah, when was the last passive event? I just want to check what the average passive value is, because oh wait, yeah, because I restarted the script since I made the changes to the passive point system. So I think the last time we had a passive event, yeah. Oh, the average passive value is 21, which is high, but it is that's feasible. Like it's possible that is actually correct. If it was like 21 billion, I would be a little concerned. But no, 21 sounds reasonable. I think that's actually probably quite good. So, cool. Yeah. All right. Oh wait. Oh, that's interesting. Not long before that, the average passive value is 12, and then it went up to 21. Like that seems curious. I guess it can just happen if some people leave and some people join, but I don't know. That seems kind of. I don't know. For the most part, nothing has seemed wrong. So I was just thinking, like, should I back up player data, or like, is it possible that someone has been affected by the potential? Wow, Matt Hopper, the underdog. Sorry. It doesn't affect your stars. You still get stars regardless of whether of the outcome of a random event. Oh, speaking of stars, I think I moved the position of some of the silver stars. Do I like it better now? Sorry for making the graphics weird. Is the bot army still here? I haven't really been. Oh yeah, I mean there must be, because look at all these characters here. All right. Yeah. All right. Well, so it's hard to tell with the stars, but I think that should be working. All right. So what do I want to do now? I do kind of want to restart the scripts. I did say I was going to restart the scripts. I don't know. Restarting it now isn't going to provide me any great insight, though, so I think I'll just actually leave it running, because I'm more interested just to see how the game holds up in these conditions than to test that out again super soon. Sorry, it's also I said I was going to make the the window higher up so you could see so you could like stalk the channel output data in real time. But I have to make it because like I was trying to work with that at that height, and it was like I don't know, I like had like I felt like I was working with blinders on, so I just have to make the text bigger. Sorry. But oh my gosh. Oh, that can't be right. Oh yeah, no, that can't be right. Because it says as yeah, no, there's definitely a bug with the average the passive because yeah, no, people shouldn't be gaining passive experience that fast. All right, so I do have to bring the script down. I'll wait till we see like this absolute parade of characters. Australia. Oh, sorry. That just amuses me. That just amuses me very greatly. But yeah, I must have right. So there was something up. There is something amiss with the average passive the passive point system because like this number should not be so high. This is supposed to be like the average passive points of everyone in the channel, and it's just like there's no feasible way that it should be ticking up that fast. I don't know why it's ticking up that fast, but it apparently is. So what should I do about that? I guess oh, I know one thing I can do is doop doop. So here, okay, so now I have a list of the people in chat. I'm just curious about that because so this will basically be like the list of people who are affected by that, people who are affected by this bug. I'm probably not going to take administrative action because, are people still leveling up? Is it still I'm not gonna, I don't think I'll roll back any data, but, it's helpful to have that list just so I can check out some of that data. So, yeah, what on earth is happening here? I'm guessing it's something I introduced today. I'm guessing this was not a pre-existing problem. So, yeah, all right, so just as an example, what's a name from this list? So like LIFO, for example. Or I guess I'd be affected by it too, right? So, because I'm always in the chat channel. So what are my passive points? Like I said, I don't plan on taking specific action, but if anything like particularly game breaking has happened, I might need to change some of these numbers. 178. That's a little bit too much. I feel like 178. Yikes. All right, so yeah, it's clearly just out of control. All right, now that we're done leveling up, I'm going to bring down the script. Yikes. That's a lot. That's a lot of points. I mean, I guess that's fine. It was my mistake, so congratulations to everyone who's been hanging out just now for this particular bug because I accidentally gave you a ton of passive points. I didn't give you like astronomical. Like I said, it was you know it was like 200 points. It wasn't like 200 billion points. So that's uh uh I don't have like a demo mode version of the game, but that is a cute idea. Um, I'll bring the real game back pretty soon. I just yeah. So for first thing I need to do is see where my math is going weird because yeah I did change how the math works a little bit. So I'll like was this something that was happening earlier today or no? This is probably just something new. This is probably just something that got introduced with the most recent changes. Oh, where the heck am I? Versus like where am I trying to go? Yeah, here we are. Yeah, okay, so passive points, passive amount equals 0. Passive points time plus equals passive points interval times passive amount. I don't know. I don't know why that wouldn't be working. Passive amount. Frame time minus passive points time. So passive points... Oh, I know one thing that could be causing it. If passive points time didn't get initialized correctly, that could cause this, I think. No, that would cause something slightly different. No, that would cause like the billions of points thing. Probably? Right. Well, let me double check. So passive points time initialized to time.time. That should be correct. That didn't feel like what was the problem, actually, though. So passive amount. All right, so I am setting passive amount correctly. Oh, wait, here's an interesting data point. The people who are participating. Right, because there's technically separate code paths that handle people who are participating and people who are not. So, let me check the data for so Protospasm was participating, for example. So I wonder if Protospasm got hit by the bug, or if this is unique to. Yeah, so regardless of whether players were participating, this was still happening. So, I mean, the other possibility is that it's not actually the this section here. It might actually be. Well, hold on, wait, let me think about this. So I'm going to look in source control to see if there were any, like, aberrant data, whatever. What? This is just the trial version? What? That's dumb. Wait, what? Oh, updates? Yeah, no. I don't know what that means. All right. Sorry. All right. So yeah, I just wanted to look at some of the other. Just check basically like Thursday's data, because like if it wasn't, so if this error isn't something that I just introduced just now, yeah. So those numbers that we just looked at. Oh yeah. So right. So yeah. So people who don't know probably don't understand what exactly is wrong. This number should not be 202. This number should, if this number was 20, that would be very high. This number is usually around like 8. What this number represents is not experience, but potential experience. So basically what this means is that Protospasm is going to earn 200 basically free experience points in the near future. I'm not going to roll that back. Because like, whatever. This is just the cost of testing, or like the benefits of helping test is that sometimes you get free experience. Oh, VXR, yeah, it was great to see you. Hey, if Dogland, how's it going? I am going to fix this though, because I'm not trying to like make the game broken with all this like free experience. Sometimes I do that, but right now that was not my specific intention, so I'm not going to do that more right now. So wait, quest chains. Yeah, so I just want to check to see if anything weird like this had happened the other day. Because if this had happened the other day as well, then this probably has nothing to do with what we're working on today. But so let's see. Yeah, no, it looks like people had mostly reasonable passive points values the other day. Oh, the other day was the day that I also ran that script that. So there's going to be a lot of weird like data in here that doesn't make sense. But the other stuff that I'm seeing, like we're seeing passive points values of like 5 and 7, right? Those are normal passive points values. So yeah, this must have been something that I added in just today. But I don't know. My math seems okay. Where is it that we were doing this? Yeah, so for p key in player dictionary.keys. Yeah. That's legit. Uh, huh. Passive amount. I feel like passive amount must be the thing that's breaking, but I don't get why. Passive points. Oh, is passive point? Did I not set passive points interval correctly? Because that could be another thing that caused it. If passive points interval, no, 900. Oh wait, 900. Yeah, 900. That's right. Man, I don't know. Um, I mean, it went slowly, right? Like it went like I did notice that like when it went from like something to 21, like it did seem to be going too fast, right? But it got out of control really fast, right? It went from 12 to like 21, and that was weird. But then it went from 21 to 156, and that was just unequivocally broken. um, I mean, I had a way mode on, but I don't know if that would cause it necessarily. I don't think it would. I mean, I don't know what is causing this, so it's hard to say what exactly is to blame for this stuff. I mean, I could just. There's one change I can make that would be pretty safe. Maybe I'll make that change, and then I'll rerun the script, and then maybe I'll continue doing this like sleuthy detective whatever. But I might just not actually, because like actually when I was setting this up, it was the thing that I said like I probably don't have to do. Um, I'm just gonna say passive. So yeah, passive amount equals passive amount equals 1. Because I'm guessing like it must have been something wrong with passive amount. Because like just way too much stuff was getting added in. Like way too much of these passive points were getting added in. So then the thing that does that is passive amount. I mean, this math, I feel like it should hold up, but for whatever reason, it was not holding up. And here we are. It wasn't subtracting points, so that's good, I guess. The gold and silver stars don't. The gold and silver stars are a reflection of experience. So if you're getting experience, you're getting stars. If you're not getting experience, you're probably not getting stars. But they don't. Yeah, it shouldn't have. At least it shouldn't have affected this math. It feels like this has to be the problem. It feels like this right here that I just commented out has to be the problem, because we're setting passive amount to 0, we're setting it to that, and then we're using it, and it's like the reason I'm thinking that something like this might be the problem is that it seemed to be compounding over time, right? Like between the first two markers, it only went from 12 to 21, but then in the next marker it went from 21 to like 200. Like it felt like something that was compounding over time, and this is something that could compound over time, but not in that way. So save this. I'm gonna try running the script again now, and so now instead of like even trying to give away like way too many of these passive events, it's going to just give out 1 each time. It would, instead of trying to, so it might get a little less even now, I guess. I don't know. I mean, what's happening here? Oh, right. And now wait, what? What's wrong with while in the event? What? Oh, why? I spelled Y-I-E, not while. Yep, that would explain it. All right, yeah. So now that I'm rerunning the script, I get to test all the those other codes. Now that I'm rerunning the script, I get to test all those other. Oops. Once again, why? I get to test all those other changes. So What are you complaining about? Oh, whoops, I had too many colons. Uh, that is the opposite of what I usually do. I usually have not enough. Oh, cripes. Whoa, what is this supposed to be? For I in range length schedule. What on earth was I doing here? This must have been where I left off when I got interrupted by the other thing, but uh um what was I doing here? Does anyone remember what the last thing I was saying was before I got distracted with other stuff? We sorted the list. Why are we going over the length of schedule now? Maybe we're not. Maybe this was left over from before we just decided to sort it instead. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with that for now. Because it'll be, if I'm wrong, it'll be fairly obvious what happens. Because the graphics just won't work. But look, they're working. Hey! Look at that. So our new scheduling system, totally perfect forever. Everything works perfectly forever. Maybe. I don't know. Yeah. Cool. So what should I do here? Like, how do I test that it's not working? I guess I just kind of have to wait. And I'll just have to pay careful attention to, like, those chirps. Yeah. Yeah. That's fine. So this bot army showed up at a really fortuitous time because whoever's in charge of all those bots just got tons of experience for all of them. I mean, it's hard to notice because it's passive experience, so it hasn't actually registered yet. But yeah, those bots are rich in they have so much potential. Okay, so what what else was I working on? I guess I was just putting stuff into the schedule now. Now that we have the scheduling system in place. I was actually just thinking that Necros Crisis. I was like, is it eternity in here, or is it just me? I was slipping earlier, but only because I can't even stand in place without falling over sometimes. I think it was just that. I think that was why I was slipping, not necessarily because of eternity. But um, all right, so, sorry. I'm a nerd or some sort of I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with me exactly. Stream data. Yeah, I can put this in here. Stream data is really easy. Sorry, I'm not actually going anywhere. I'm just going to mute the microphone for a second. I'll be right back. Sorry, just one second. Sorry for the delay. All right, so sorry, just adjusting my camera. I don't like it when my head clips off the top of the screen for whatever reason. Seems like it'd be painful. Hey, Necro Crisis, or Necros Crisis, excuse me. Thank you for following. I appreciate your viewership. Welcome to the channel. That was good timing. I had OBS already open, so um, I played Destiny a little bit. I don't own it, but I played it at my friend's house, and it was yeah, I don't know what those are. I think the weird like dots or whatever that appear when I leave the screen. I think those are like My best guess is that it's a swarm of alien insects that followed me back from space, and I don't know. I've never actually seen them myself because they only show up when when I leave, right? It's only when I actually leave. I was like, oh god, what is it? No, I don't know if that's right. um, all right. So, oh yeah, the stream data, that was easy enough. Stream data time. Yeah. So I think I just move all of the rest of the conditional statement in there. Right? Yeah, because basically what I want to do is I want to say when this occurs, if this if stream data, yeah, then we do that other stuff. Yes, okay, good. So cut all this stuff, and then oh, we don't have to do the stream data frame time cooldown thing anymore. Although the new version of that, actually, yeah, I'll leave it in there because I should replace it with the new version of that. Right, so cut this. I can just get rid of that. And so let's go back to stream data. Yeah, so here we have this stuff. Excuse me. So what happens with right? So instead of stream data time, blah blah blah, this is where we reappend to the schedule. So schedule dot append frame time. Oh yeah. So frame time plus stream data cooldown, comma stream data is how we schedule this back on. And then yeah, refactoring. That is what I'm doing right now, in case it wasn't clear. So schedule dot append, or no, schedule dot sort. Yes. So save that, and then I guess there's not really any case where the schedule has like 0 length. The schedule always has like length because all these tasks are always going to be scheduled in. Oh, speaking of scheduled in, I should put this in the schedule's initialization too. Otherwise, it'll never occur. So schedule equals, yeah. So we have 0 anim, and then we'll just right behind that we'll put 0 0 stream data. Yeah, because we do need to do, these are like all the things that we need to do on start, and then at intervals afterwards. So yeah, so good. And then yeah, I think that's actually, I guess technically I used to put the frame time stuff at the end of these things, but like it actually makes more sense to put them at the start. So oh, wait a second. Oh, yikes. This shouldn't only occur when the other thing checks out to be true. No, this should occur all the time. Right. Oh, yikes. Oh, that was probably super broken before. 'Cause, yeah. Yeah. Weird. Oh, yeah, no, it was broken. It was pretty broken. Alright, but now it's better, so that's good. Yeah, as a matter of habit, the rescheduling thing should happen like first. Alright, so let's continue on. Event points cooldown. Oh yeah, if this happens like every minute or so. Event points time, blah blah blah, all this stuff. Oh, I put check fade time in a separate thing, but I don't have to do that anymore. So yeah, so I can just go with this. Cut that. Go back to the other place where it goes now, which is here. Indent this. Doop doop. And then yeah, so once again, like the event points time, frame time, blah blah blah, whatever. This is the foundation of what I will append back onto the schedule. So schedule dot append a new. Oh yeah, whoops. I'm supposed to be appending these on as lists because you can't send multiple terms into. Hey, Flesh Namadi, how's it going? Sorry, I zoned out for a little bit, but I just missed some chat too. Yeah, uh, I I'm having a fun day today. We're doing some cool. I guess the people love code refactoring, right? Like that just always draws everyone in. Like you change some code around, and all of a sudden, hey Lumpax, how's it going? Welcome. You change some code around, and people just flock to that stuff. They're like, oh, moving code around, it's my favorite. That's my best thing. That's the best thing ever. All right. So event points gets re-added to the queue. But oh yeah. So for example here, I was calling append, but I was calling it with multiple terms instead of calling it with a list of the terms that I actually wanted to append as like, a single entity. So I should probably double check that real quick because I don't know. That seems like a typo I would totally make in more than one place. Let me just, oops, schedule.append. Let me just check because I've been writing that a lot. So, all right, I did it correctly there. Did it correctly there. All right. Yeah. All right. Okay, so I did do it correctly in most places. So schedule append, schedule dot sort. And then and then the rest of that is good. So check fade, that was the other one that we just oh wait, actually yeah, I should I'm just gonna initialize all these first, like right off the bat, just so that way I can stop worrying about them later on. So like check or so yeah, so oh yeah, so check fade, I'm not gonna like anim and stream data I need to do up front, but like check fade, like it's not urgent, so I can check fade, event cooldown, and growth cooldown are not urgent, so those ones I can schedule out into the future. So I'll say like time plus fade or check fade cooldown comma fade check fade I think it was called check fade. All right, so then so likewise event cooldown and growth cooldown we can say excuse me we can say this is a list of time plus event cooldown. Oh, actually, I don't tend to use event cooldown for the start. I tend to use a slightly shorter value, right? Like, I think I tend to initialize it to something else, like event cooldown. I started. Oh, yeah. No, I tend to start at 600 seconds out, so like 10 minutes out, which is slightly shorter than it usually takes for the event to happen. Whatever. So 600. I don't know. Tradition. Excuse me. Okay, so time plus 600. Congratulations on everyone who leveled up. Oh. Wait a second. These people didn't all participate in the event. Why did these people level up just now? Oh. Huh. I feel like I must be doing something amiss here. Wonder if this is related to... I wonder if this is related to what I was doing with like I wonder if this is related to the bug that we were seeing with passive points earlier. Because like the only reason I would notice that these players had leveled up is if they gained experience, hypothetically. But they didn't gain experience, and yet they still leveled up. That's not usual. Yeah, I'm gonna... Or here, I'll finish this thought. I and I'm gonna go look into that because that's weird. It's like event, and then whatever. I'll put in the one just so I don't forget this stuff. Time plus growth cooldown comma growth, I guess. Yeah, that's fine. All right. So yeah. So what? So why did these players level up? I mean, this is part of the thing that I just changed. So I guess it's feasible that I accidentally, like, I feel like I must be accidentally like calling this twice or something, or like maybe what was happening wrong earlier wasn't necessarily like anything like wrong per se with the stuff that I added today, or like the stuff that I added just recently. Maybe like I'm misusing the system that I'd set up previously. So uh, that is literally, I don't know. I don't know if you knew that, know this protospasm, but that is literally the name of the event that that just took place. If we go to wait, where is it? If we go to events, binary, ghosts is literally is literally the name of that. Yep. Fun fact. All right. Uh, so oh, sorry. I zoned out of chat for a little while. Oh, yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Necros. Yes, this is also the game that I'm working on right now is the game that's along the bottom of the screen, and it is entirely playable on this channel. So, um, yeah, if anyone had direct questions for me, I hope you if you use my name in the question, it'll make it light up in in red text, and it's easier for me to notice. But I do try and keep up with chat in general. All right. So yeah, what is happening here that like it's actually like adding experience? Process EXP gains. Oh, wait a second. What? Oh, what? Wait, if peaky in if ETC. Okay, no, this is all correct. This is the energy that we just added in. Like, energy wouldn't be affecting this. At least it shouldn't be, unless I'm doing something wrong with energy, like I'm using it the wrong way or something. But I'm pretty sure I'm using it the correct way. I assume. Yeah, no. I won't assume that that's necessarily the case. I must be like you're doing something wrong with passive EXP gains. Like I must be specifically here, like 0 passive amount. Passive EXP gains index 1 plus equals passive amount. Seems legit. All right, so maybe I'm. So what am I? Yeah. I mean, if there's something introduced because wait, what is this? Oh yeah, that's for the GM. If there's something wrong with how I'm processing passive EXP gains, then it would have to be. It can't have been something that I introduced previously because, like we were seeing, this wasn't happening previously. It could though be happening. It's something that like that might yeah, that might have introduced that somehow misuses like what's happening previously. Um, so add experience should only be the case if endgain index 1 is greater than or is not equal to 0. Endgain index 0 is not equal to 0. And yeah, so by not participating in an event, there's no reason that endgain index 0 should be equal to there's no reason that endgain index 0 should be in that way. I hope this isn't that dumb thing where like Oh, wait a second.